Hi guys, my name is Antonio Santos. I'm a management consultant for 4 years now, and I'm here to help you to crack your next business case. So, talking about business cases in general, they are usually a part of the recruitment process of any management consulting firm. They are definitely one of the most feared phases by job applicants, and spoiler alert, practice will help you a lot to overcome this challenge. Okay, so now I will share with you my last experience in cracking a business case. So, about this business case, the problem was at a contact center. So, the operations manager tells us that they are not being able to answer all the phone calls. So, more than 25% of the calls are being missed every day by the customer service team or the contact center team. And he asks for help to identify the root cause of this problem. So the interviewer tells me that there are a set of conditions for me to solve this business case, and I am only allowed to ask questions, so I cannot jump to conclusions. The goal here is to make a diagnosis as a consultant and identify the root cause of the problem. Important note here regarding these business cases. In any business case, it is almost given that you have to ask questions. Okay, it is nearly impossible to crack a business case without using the interviewer in front of you. Okay, so here they already tell you that the goal is to ask questions, but normally what you have to focus is that they are just trying to understand how do you think. So what is your logic? So relax, okay? It's not that big of a deal. What was my approach in this business case? The first thing I thought was, how do contact centers operate? So there are customers that call the contact center, and there is a contact center that have some assistants who are answering the calls. So easy. And my first questions were regarding the contact center support team. So I wanted to know how many people work at the contact center, and how are they being scheduled? Do they work in shifts, or do they work every day from 9 to 5, for example, 8-hour period? And after I asked these questions, I wanted to know, okay, so now I understand how the team works. Now I have to understand how many calls per day are being received at the contact center. And most important, what is the average time per call? Now, and simplifying a bit the business case, the average time per call was actually 15 minutes, which meant that each assistant could only answer 4 calls per hour. So, in order to solve the business case, I asked what was the average of number of calls per hour per worker. So, if it was less than 4, there was no evident problem in a general overview, and there wasn't any problem. So the average number of calls were inferior to 4, so it was not immediate the solution. Okay, but then I asked how were the calls spread across the 8-hour period of each worker, and then we identified that there was a peak in the number of calls from 4 to 5 p.m., which meant that the average number of calls per hour was much more than 4. Therefore, it could not be possible for this support team to answer all the calls. So, business case solved. Very easy to get the solution, I must confess. But to sum up, what is important here is to keep in mind that practice will help you a lot to adapt to different scenarios and to adapt your logic to each business case situation. Do not mind asking questions. Asking questions is actually the main tool to crack your business case. Engage with the interviewer. You are allowed to follow many different approaches. They are most interested in understanding how do you think, what is your logic, okay? So do not forget, keep it simple, relax, enjoy, and have fun cracking your next business case. Thank you.